have traveled to so many cities this semester, but there was none that I think I was more excited for than London. It's been a bucket list place for me for so long, ever since I was little. So I can't wait to give you guys the grand tour. And yeah, with that, let's get started. So we took a coach bus from the airport, and literally as soon as we got off the bus, we started seeing so many iconic London things like the red phone booths and the red double-decker buses. And as you can see, it was nighttime when we got there, so the first thing we did, we were super hungry, so the first thing we did was go to this bubble tea and waffle shop and have ourselves some really good waffles and bubble tea. The hostel in London was by far the most unique simply because it had a triple bunk bed. My friends were nice enough to not let me sleep on the top bunk because of my fear of heights. So, thanks guys. We didn't spend a very long time in London overall. We really only had Saturday to explore because our flight in was Friday night and our flight out was Sunday morning. Basically, we had to get everything done on Saturday, so we had a very long day ahead of us. One thing about this brunch that made me really happy was that the sugar came in sugar cubes. To me, that is something like so quintessentially British, and it made me feel very fancy.
Champion sound, yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound. Tell them put the money in my hand right now. Set up a motor, we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats.
I don't know what it is about European birds being so freakishly big, but that was also a thing in London as it is in Dublin. Nice to see the consistency.
It's really nice to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy who's just my type.
I love that we got the chance to visit Buckingham Palace. I will say it was kind of smaller and more underwhelming in person, although maybe that's just because I've watched too many episodes of The Crown.
I heard the Cali never rains and New York's wide awake. First let's see the West End. I'll show you to my bedroom. I'm liking this American boy, American boy. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick it with you. You'll be my American boy, American boy.
London is a super walkable city, but there are some things that were further away, so I got the chance to take the London Underground, which is not like that cool of a thing, but for me, like just to go to London and take the subway, like that was really kind of like a surreal moment for me.
Looking fresh to death, I'm loving no show toes. Walking that wall, talk that slick talk.
If you know me, you know I'm a massive Sherlock fangirl. I love the show, so when I knew we were going to be visiting 221B Baker Street in person, I pretty much lost it. Everything in the store was a reference to either the TV show or the original book series, and I don't think I've ever struggled so hard to decide what to buy.
Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK. Reluctantly, cause most of this press don't with me. Estelle once said, tell me cool down. Don't act a fool now. Always act a fool.
We actually got the chance to ride one of the big red double-decker buses to get to our next location since it was a bit far away. I mean, I'll admit it's basically the same thing as a Dublin bus except it's red but not yellow, but still, it was a cool bucket list thing.
my shallow, cause all my clothes designer. Dress smart like a London bloke. Before he speak, his suit be spoke. And you thought he was cute before. Look at this peacoat, tell me he's broke. And I know you ain't into all that. I heard your lyrics.
Up next was Camden Market, where I had a lunch consisting of bubble waffles and probably the best cheese fries I've ever had in my life. Ugh, I love food.
They love it, so they hit with all that rubbish.
Would you be my lover? Could you be mine? Would you be my lover? Would you be mine? Could you be my lover? Would you be my American boy? American boy.
Genuinely, I think we could have dedicated an entire day to Camden Market. Like, just when you thought you visited every single store in the market, it just keeps going and going and going. But I absolutely loved it, and when I visit London again, I will definitely be coming back here.
Go someday. Take me to New York. I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy, American boy.
We can go driving in on my scooter, just around London.
Up next was King's Cross Station, which is already a very busy and popular destination, but we were there to visit Platform 9 3/4 and the Harry Potter store.
And you know I love Springsteen, faded blue jeans, Tennessee whiskey. But something happened, I heard him laughing, I saw the dimples first and then
We went to London in mid-November, like even before Thanksgiving, and already the whole city was very decked out for Christmas.
London boy, I enjoy walking Camden, market in the afternoon. He likes my American smile like a child when our eyes meet. Darling, I fancy you. Took me back to Highgate, met all of his best mates, so I guess all the rumors are true. You know I'm a London boy, I fancy you.
My friend found a TikTok of this place, which we later found out was Covent Garden, which at the top of every hour does this whole show with lights and music and fake snow, and we got there just in time to see it. Unfortunately, I didn't get any good footage of it, but just take my word for it, it was absolutely magical.
Babes, don't threaten me with a good time. They say home is where the heart is. But God, I love the English. You know I love a London boy. I enjoy nights in Brixton, Shoreditch in the afternoon. He likes my American smile like a child when our eyes meet.
This was probably one of my favorite dinners of the entire semester. I'd always heard how good the Indian food is in London, and I don't think I've ever had Indian food in a restaurant before, so this was a pretty cool experience. And of course, it was very yummy.
Show me Hackney, doesn't have to be Louis V up on Bond Street. Just wanna be with you.
We went back to the hostel to change before going out to a bar that was around the West End. The next time I come back to London, I am definitely going to see a show in the West End because I'm a huge theater nerd and musicals make me very happy.
Wanna be with you, wanna be with you.
And that's it, believe it or not. We filled all of that into 16, 17 hours. I cannot say enough good things about London. It's one of those places I could totally imagine myself living in, and as soon as I get the chance to come back to London, I'm taking it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.